Okay, welcome everyone to our November 20th, 2025 council meeting. Are there any council or staff announcements?
Yes, Mayor. I would like to remind everybody that the farmers market will start on December 2nd from 4 to 7. And we will be having Sounding Off Christmas at our new location off College Street on December the 6th from 3 to 7.
Okay. Anything else?
Mayor Wood, I'd like to just reach out and let everyone know that Miss Carroll, the second grade teacher over at Auburn Elementary, agreed to send the second graders, the whole group of 96 of them, to a field trip through the museum yesterday. The library came on board. The city here came on board. TJ was part of it as well. And we had one of the greatest things said to me as I was walking, and she hugged me goodbye. She said, "You brought the city together. The city came together for those second graders." And I just want to let y'all know that's what Miss Carroll and the other second graders thought about what was done for that field trip.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else? Okay. Tonight, we have a need to amend our agenda to discuss the IGA with Barrow County regarding road improvements on Mount Moriah Road. May I have a motion to amend the agenda and add it to the new business items?
I'll approve. Yeah.
Okay. Second.
Mayor, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I have two other things I'd like to amend as well. Should I wait till this vote and then add them?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Okay. ahead.
One would be to have open mic comments tonight that's not listed on here. We have a good crowd here, as Josh said the other week, and I think it'd be great to have an open mic if we can amend that. And I'd also like to amend a video discussion about our video system, if that's agreeable to council.
Okay. Can I get a second on that?
What's being amended?
To have open mic, to have an open,
Oh, right, but the second part?
the video discussion.
Okay, are you taking off item 10?
No, I'm not taking off item 10. I don't have an item 10 on my paper. I'm up to 8, and then I would be adding 2 more, that would make it 11, I guess. We'd have
Okay.
11.
Okay,
with-
yeah,
with
the one that I
Mayor
have
just
already
added.
has the video discussion presented. The agenda that I have already has a video discussion presented.
Okay.
I don't have it.
I don't have it.
I don't have it.
I'm literally looking at it.
Is it the right date?
Yeah, same date as the property tax. I'm staring at the property tax.
Before we move on to those
But yeah,
two-
so yes, I will second
Pardon me,
her
Pardon me,
amendment, yeah.
council. Before we move on, we never took a vote on the IGA agreement.
Oh.
Yes.
Let's get a vote on that first and
Yes.
then move on.
I vote yes.
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 Okay, now let's move on to one amendment at a time.
Yep.
Okay.
Now make a motion, Jamie.
I'd like to make a motion to have open comments tonight.
You gonna get a second on that?
I will second that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
okay.
Thank you.
And the other amendment.
Amend the agenda to have a video discussion.
Okay,
I'll second that.
Yeah, I'll second it.
okay, vote.
Yes.
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 Okay, all right.
Thank you, council.
Item number 1, Fowler Farms Phase 1A plat, Liz Mitchum.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Thank you for having me again. Yes, Fowler Farms, Phase 1A, a request for final plat approval to record the subdivision averaging 34.54 acres, 87 detached single-family homes, and the final plats to proceed with vertical construction. So there's 16 current zoning conditions from the previous approved zoning map amendment listed in your memo. For the previous annexation and rezoning to PSV, Planned Suburban Village. Staff has reviewed the final plat submission for compliance, and we have found it to be compliant. And staff is recommending approval. Let me know if you have questions.
Okay, council, questions? Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Item number 2, drinking water treatment plant, change order number 4. Michael?
Thank you, Mayor, staff. Change order number 4 for the drinking water plant contract would fall under the contract we have with Heavy that deals with the water facility. The water facility is almost complete. We're in the operating stage of testing. There's some items listed on your list, such as chemicals, internet service, a site visit, fire marshal permitting, just items of completions that are necessary for the building to close out. This amount would come out of the contingency contract, so it would be no cost to the city.
Okay, question? Okay. Item number 3, the water storage project, Winder, IGA. Michael?
Thank you, sir, once again. And Jack can add on if he would like. But this is, we've got a IGA for different portions of the reservoir project that we're working on with the city of Winder. This is part of the construction that deals with Heavy. Heavy is basically working inside the reservoir, the pump installation. We have done other IGA agreements with Strack, and then Griffin Brothers as far as laying pipe that would run from the reservoir over to the facility. So we're entering to the next IGA. It's a 1/3, 2/3 with the city of Winder and Heavy, who we're familiar with, and won the bid process for the facility, is also working on that portion. So basically, it's our next agreement to basically finish out the reservoir.
Okay, council? Okay, moving on to 2026 holiday closure and events. Michael?
Thank you, sir. Yes, that time of the year again. Every November, December, we talk about 2026. State, and you'll see the closings for 2026. The city of Auburn follows the state holiday schedule for government, state government, that Brian Kemp signs. So once again, that'll be issued for the city of Auburn. The event schedules you'll see on the back. As you see, we put on a number of events here in the city for the citizens to stay active in the community. And we've listed those dates and times for you to see.
Okay,
Michael, will there be new locations needed for this new schedule?
Yes,
For
ma'am.
the upcoming year?
Yes, ma'am. And as the work begins and continues downtown, we move some of the events, not all of them. I think some of the car shows, some of that stuff that we can keep by the caboose will stay. The larger events will move out towards the Perry Rainey Center. We went and talked to the school system, and they were in agreement with us to work with us to use their facility, not indoor facilities, but use their parking lots and road frontage and that kind of stuff to make it, it's actually larger than what was downtown. We'll also be able to use the Perry Rainey Center in that setting. So we think we've got a good plan for what's ahead for 2026. But yeah, as the downtown develops, we will have to adjust. So.
Okay, thank you.
okay, moving on, Whistle Stop Shops for discussion, Councilwoman Bradley.
Yes. Thank you, Mayor. I've come tonight because I'd really like us to have an update. I know Josh was on the architectural committee, and I think maybe it's been at least 6 months. And I was looking for an update of where we're at with the Whistle Stop Shops and the moving and everything, Josh, is what I was hoping for, that we could have a discussion tonight.
I don't have an update for the movement of the Whistle Stop Shops.
I thought I saw that you meet with DDA and you have updates at the DDA, so I thought that you would be able to provide that information tonight.
I haven't met with the DDA.
You haven't, for the updates?
No, I haven't met with the DDA.
And you haven't been on you haven't met with the revitalization, the downtown area as our representative on council?
We did, a long time ago, and then we signed off on the last architectural plans, and I think those were presented at DDA a while back by John, I believe it was. And then, I don't know, maybe last week, about a week ago or so, I provided an update on Facebook about My conversation with Caleb, but that was about it. Nothing since those updates.
So we don't have any update on the With Stop Shops, the movement, what's going on or anything like that for the citizens to know?
No, we don't have, there's just no updates.
Okay,
Yeah, we're not withholding anything, we just don't have any updates on it.
right, that's great to know. I don't know, I haven't been communicated with as a council member. TJ, do you have any updates that you can share with the With Stop Shops and any of that?
They're there, go shop.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, I'm talking about the move with the downtown development. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about go shopping there
Yeah.
tonight, yeah.
Yeah, I think the big thing is that, like I mentioned in the update video was, we haven't pulled the shell permits yet, or Caleb hasn't pulled the shell permits yet because it's not time for that yet. We're waiting on, the money's been granted to us from the state, it just hadn't been, pushed to us yet, so, once that money's pushed to us, then we get access to the money, and then the permits will be pulled, because there's a time limit on permits. So, once the permits are pulled, then shell permits start, construction starts happening out there. I guess once electricity is interrupted, well, then it's time to move them, so, but right now, there's just no update.
All right, thanks for the update that you give.
Okay, next one, city flag for discussion.
Yes. With the city flag, I'd like to say that we could do better. We could do better, Mayor, we could do better, TJ. The next time a flag is installed into the council here, I think that not being part of that was kind of a big night, installing a new flag. And I think we lacked the ability to let more people know about it by not having it on the agenda, not announcing it, so that all of Auburn could come together and see the flag, a new flag reinstalled. And I'm thankful to Linda Bleckinger because she did, during the rebranding of the new flag, she did open it up for 3 discussions to the public to discuss it. So that flag was discussed in 3 meetings when I did my research on it. It just never was voted on, but from my understanding, it doesn't have to be voted on. But the way it was presented made it remind me of the caboose incident. And so we're having to come back and explain why we have a different flag, and it wasn't opened up for the community to be able to be more part of it. I'm so grateful that the kids were able to come and be part of it. But I think that we could have done better by opening it up on the agenda and letting everyone know that was happening. Any comment from council? Josh, you weren't part of it either, so.
Yeah, no, I don't really have a comment towards it.
Okay.
I think you said it well.
And I won't speak for Bob since he's not here tonight.
So why did you call me out?
I called you out because you were part of it and
Part of what?
part of the bringing the flags in that night, which was wonderful with the children.
No, so I got asked to bring kids here because I
Right,
serve as
that's
your
right.
school governance team member,
Right, I know that.
right? So, I mean,
Right.
there's some
I-
kids that the only time they're in this courtroom is to see their parents charged with something. So for them to be on the other side, to be involved with something was a good thing.
It is a good thing.
So,
I'm just saying on behalf of the council, we work as a group here, that 3 of the council were not involved in that night. And I think that we can do better than that as a council here.
yeah, I don't
Is
know.
what I'm
When-
bringing
when
up
When I'm
tonight.
asked to bring kids to come and present things,
That's great.
We truck 'em in,
Like I
so.
said, it was exciting.
Yeah.
But we could do better as a council.
we'll have cake next time.
All right, let's do.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is that?
That's it, Maker. You have anything
Okay.
to add?
Moving on to item number 9, we'll go with the video discussion.
Yes. I'd like Chief, if he can come forward, please, and just kind of quench any concerns that the video didn't work at the last council meeting, but it works, I guess, tonight and the meeting before. I got a lot of phone calls and concerns about why it didn't work and what we can do better with that, and if we need to make changes so that everybody gets to be heard at the council meeting when they speak.
Sure. Well, if you're asking me if I can technically diagnose what's wrong with the system, I cannot, and nor can Sergeant Farr. We've been working with the vendor ever since we moved in. The audiovisual system is quirky at best. We will call the vendor back and have them come back out to try to avoid any such occurrences happening again. But I can assure you, nothing nefarious is going on. We're not like surreptitiously deleting video, or we're not including some comments that are being made. It's just that depending on what flash drive we use, sometimes it records audio and video, sometimes it records just audio, sometimes it doesn't record. These are all questions we'll bring up to the vendor when we get them back out here. So hopefully we'll be able to nail it down.
Thank you, Chief,
That's
I
the best
appreciate
I
that.
can-
Well,
best
that's
explanation
it. That lets everyone know.
Oh,
That's what we need. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, any other questions? Thank you.
I do have one for Brooke. Brooke, will you be able to take minutes from that meeting, since we didn't have the video and the audio?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good, great, thank you.
Yeah, I record them. I have audio
Okay.
that I record.
All right.
Okay, number 10, the IGA agreement, Barrow County. Michael?
In reference to Mount Moriah Road?
Yes.
Yes. So yesterday, and I know this was quick to be on the agenda, and I kind of just gave it to you today. However, we have been in discussion of how to improve Mount Moriah Road, and it's not just us sitting up here, it's all y'all sitting over there, and everybody that drives down Mount Moriah Road, that comes outside the county, comes through the city. We were working with the county to try to cut cost, because part of the road goes within the city, within the city to the county. We felt at that point, once the equipment is stationed, they could pave it all at one time and it would reduce overall cost. The email that I received was basically entering to an agreement to have that done. We need to discuss, I guess you would say, before we enter into that agreement, remember I had received a prior email in September when this kind of initial discussion came up with the cost associated with that, and then the date of completion. And the date of completion was like 2028. I believe it was late 2027, and the cost to the city was like 1.7 million. But part of that was, and Jack can help me, but part of that was easements, right away, moving anything that's underground that would have to be paid because the county wants to widen the road. Once our roads person started looking into it, we figured and we couldn't figure out how to work with the county in a way that would speed up the process, because I think everybody wants to see something done. His estimation came back a lot lower. And so based on me receiving this email yesterday from the county, I felt that we need to discuss kind of the next steps for me, or if I can answer any questions for you on what we think's best to move forward.
Well, I spoke with a couple of the commissioners about this and felt like it's pretty evident that our sense of urgency was at a different level than their sense of urgency. And obviously, what they have in print of 2028 is just unreasonable, in my opinion. We need to we need to do our part for our citizens. It's loud and clear that our citizens want this road repaved. This council wants the road repaved, and we have a due diligence to our citizens to get it repaved. And so I think our sense of urgency needs to win out here, and I don't want to wait till 2028.
Right.
So that's kind of my thoughts on it. And if we can do it cheaper than what they're saying.
Right. Thank you.
And I think some of it was, when I was talking to Daryl about this, it was, if they're wanting to widen the road, there's a difference in widening the road and widening the white lines on the edge of the road. Like we can still widen the road and not have to deal with some of the road building issues. And that really, if you widen the white lines, that skyrockets the cost. But you can widen the shoulder and not widen the white line.
Right.
And it really keeps that price down. And so it's hard to pin down when I was talking to the BOC about it, what they're really wanting to do with that high price. So I'm not sure where they're going with it, but again, I think we have a duty to get this done quicker.
Okay. Anybody else?
I live on the road. It's a rough road.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
see lots of traffic.
I know that when we had our own cost analysis done, it saved us $1 million to go our own route. So we're supposed to get roughly $8.5 million through T-Splost. $1.7 million is roughly 20%, some odd, right? So I just don't see that there's a necessary reason to have that additional $1 million, and that can be used in conjunction to fulfill other roadways with T-Splost to make that money go even further. So,
I agree. And I guess at this point, Jack and I can go back and speak to the county about this agreement, and just the cost of widening the road is substantial compared to the cost of repaving the road. And that's what we found through our estimation. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure why that's necessary. So I think that we'll have to discuss a little bit more that we can bring back to y'all from Bear County before next meeting.
well, it's also hard to keep promising people that it's gonna get paved when it was supposed to start in July,
Yeah,
and it hadn't.
yeah.
Well, the water plant took how long?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so.
Anything else, council? Okay, we're moving on to our voting items. First item that we're going to vote on is the Auburn-Barrow County 2025 property millage rate. May I have a motion to approve the Auburn-Barrow County 2025 tax millage rate as presented by staff?
I'll make a motion to approve as presented, sir.
Second,
Second?
vote.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
Okay, moving on to item number 2, the Auburn-Gwinnett County 2025 property tax millage rate. May I have a motion to approve the Auburn-Gwinnett County 2025 property tax millage rate as presented by staff?
I will motion.
Second,
I will second his motion.
vote.
Yes.
no,
Yes.
Okay, and the last, okay. That concludes our business tonight. Now we're going to move on to citizen comments. Brooke, do we have any citizen comments?
Yes, sir, we do. Rob Yo.
Maybe first, I want to thank you for the opportunity to represent you in this city and our shared dreams of the future of Auburn. Mike, I'd like to thank you, and Sarah's not here tonight, but for giving me the opportunity to attend 32 hours of training at the Carl Vinson Institute of Government, UGA. Very enlightening. Kind of told you of the role that a planning and zoning commission should play in a city government. And to that note, I'd like to encourage the new members of the Planning and Zoning Commission and our newly elected member, Jonathan Eggleston, to read and understand the duties, responsibilities, and authority that you have regarding Chapter 16.43.013, that's trees and landscaping. And these include accompanying a state-certified arborist during their audit of a parcel destined for development, noting the trees that are protected against destruction as required in both our city and state codes, conducting unannounced inspections during the building process, conducting a final inspection before a certificate of occupancy is granted by the city. Oversight of the tree replacement plan and tree bank. It's a duty and responsibility to our community of both the City Council and the Planning and Zoning Commission to enforce these requirements. Once again, Jamie, thank you for the opportunity to be a part of the vision of the slow and controlled growth of Auburn. We've tried to recognize having a canopy of green throughout our community is what we dream of. And thank you, Council. It's been a good ride.
thank you.
All right, thank you. Next, Brooke.
Next, we have Jill Deal.
No, we opened it up.
We opened it up, Jill.
We opened it up, Jill.
Jill Deal, 1310 D Kennedy Road, Auburn. I have a few things I wanted to bring up. One is the timeline on the County Line Auburn work. When is that supposed to be finished? It's been a long time.
You talking about the road?
The bridge.
Josh, don't respond. No.
It's County
Right.
T-Splost. It's
Got
County T-Splost, so
TJ.
they said 4 months. So just wanted to clarify that real quick.
TJ,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Another item is the flag situation. I think many people would like to have had an input into this. I know sometimes people do things and think, well, we'll just do it and then we'll get permission later or get forgiveness later. But I think a lot of people would like to have had an input into the way the new flag was. And I understand that Auburn has a leash law. And I know of someone just recently that lost 16 of their pet chickens. And that may not mean a lot to you guys, but these were very dear, and 2 dogs that were on a leash came in and just murdered every one of those chickens. And there was no proof, but if the dogs had been on a leash, that wouldn't have happened. So I want to make sure that that is enforced, because Auburn does have a leash law, I've been told.
All right. Yes.
Dakota Wadley.
Don't need to say my address. So, yeah, I wasn't really planning on speaking tonight, but I found it pretty interesting that we talked a little bit about transparency. Councilwoman Bradley mentioned.
Excuse me, you're not to call names out on our council members, please.
Understood.
Thank you.
Our city council changed our flag, and it was mentioned that this was done without citizen comments. We had 2 agenda items tonight that didn't show up in the agenda minutes. There was no context for these items. I personally reached out to several members of council regarding various different things, and I've gotten a response from every single person on this council, including Mayor Rockmore. Sorry for name dropping here, but except for one individual. And so we talk about transparency, but we add items to our agenda with 0 context that does not allow citizens to come up and make an informed comment. So I find that kind of ironic, and to me, it's, beneath the office of council members to do something like that. So in the future, I would appreciate transparency. I would appreciate a response, and going forward, maybe we can, make some changes that benefit the city together. Thank you.
Thank you. Brooke?
That's all, sir.
Okay. With that, we are adjourned.